All right, we're here in New Haven with the recruit class. We're doing some rooftops. As always, you're going to have your ground ladder down there or your aerial ladder to that way, because we're always going to work towards a position of safety. We're always going to cut our hole high and over the fire. So even if the fire's in that lower room, bedroom, we're still going to go over the fire, but to the highest point. So that's crucial to understand. The other thing I see a lot of people do is when they're cutting is they're all benched over. It's almost a little counterintuitive, but the straighter you stand, the more confident and the easier it's going to be to cut with your saw, the more safe, efficient, and effective you're going to be. It's also important that we overlap all of our cuts and we rev the saw up at high RPMs whenever we touch the roof. If you don't, you're going to rip the teeth off your saw. Make sure your saws are checked out in the morning and ready to go. I'm going to make a nice cut here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make my far cut first, then I'm going to go across the top, then I'm kind of making an inverted E, and then back across the bottom before we chop it out. Are we ready? Just bury my foothold. Okay, so now I got a nice firm place to stand on. You're going to back me up. First thing I'm going to do is start my saw. I'm going to put my knee on it to stabilize it. Okay, so you heard the saw pop, pushing the choke all the way in now. Don't be afraid to switch hands when cutting. Okay, if you notice when I'm working with the saw, you don't see me sawing like this. It's not a hand tool. Most of my movement is high RPM and is with this hand. So as I'm cutting, see the overlap, and I come up to the rafter, I actually rock up, the blade up, and go back down. That's how you control your depth. You don't ever want to go like that. Okay, chop it out. Okay, we got it chopped out. On newer homes, you want to shoot for 3 bays, basically like a 4x4. An older home, you want to shoot for 2 bays because the rafters are farther apart. Make sure the first new line is in place, hitting the fire, and then what we're going to do is push down the ceiling. Your hand's going to go with the business end. You're going to go away from yourself first, push down the ceiling, come up, push down the ceiling, work towards your position of safety. And that's it for toolkits.